I'm more happy the way we're going to OSU game than in Harbaugh's first couple of years. Absolutely. Look, you know, one of the natural reasons why you may feel pretty good. I know it's why I feel a lot better going to this year's game is due to we slayed the dragon. And it was like that situation where we could just never get over the hump. We can never go on the hump. We're constantly, no matter how our season is going, good or bad, we play OSU and we get our doors blown off. But to finally get past them last year, it allowed me as a fan to celebrate, but it allowed me to breathe. Like we did it. We can do it, right? When you're getting your butt kicked, what it felt like consistently for 20 years straight, you start to doubt yourself. Like, man, maybe we'll never get them again. So I agree with you on that, Jesse. I really do. Um, Now, if you're just joining us, guys, you're not hearing a lot of Nebraska Michigan breakdown. It's because it's just not a ton to break down. This was a very vanilla game. This was a get in and get out game. Let's get in, let's play hard, let's try to stay healthy, and let's get out. Easy dub. And that's exactly what they did. There wasn't really anything that happened in today's game that showed you that, hey, this player looks like he's getting better. This player looks like he's progressing. Um, it was pretty much what it is. And they did their job. So, um, hey, it's just not a lot of the critique there. Hello, Jeanette. It might seem like a funny question to ask, but is Michigan positively a better team right now compared to the same point last season? I think they are. I believe they are, Janet. Um, I think last year, and part of it is due to the mindset, I would say. Uh, when you're able to get over the hump, Janet, it's almost like getting that monkey off your back, right? And so from a psychological standpoint, I say yes. Um, on paper, I think they're better. I think their receiving core is better, even though they don't use them the way we would like. I think their tight end core is more diverse, even though they don't have Eric All, but Shoemaker and Loveland seem like a really good tandem. The running back group is deeper with Donovan Edwards and Blake Corum. Defensively, I thought it was more of a two-man show with David Ajabo and Aiden Hutchinson last year. This year, it's more of by committee. Could be Mike Morris, could be Oki, could be Mason Graham, could be Mozzie Smith. Sometimes they send Barrett and Colson, some of the linebackers, some blitzes for quarterback pressure. So you really never know where it's coming from. And Gregerson, I think as well, is one of the backup rush ends for this team. So um, I think they're more diverse there. Uh, no, they lose Jackson Hill in the safety position, but I think they stayed pretty much solid, and I think our corners play has been better overall collectively this year. So I think team to team, paper to paper, last year to this year, they're better. They're better, um, and I think a little bit more diverse in how they can attack you. Um, Maybe not as many quote unquote stars, but maybe some on the rise, but a lot more solidified, good players that are experienced, and I'll be ready for the moment. So I know that was a very long-winded answer, but I wanted to kind of give you the reason why I think they're better. Maybe not by a lot, right? I'm not saying they're a totally different team, a much better team, but I think they're slightly better than they were last year. Let's see. Before we get out of here, any last few one. All right. 10-0 for the first time since 2006. Let's enjoy this ride. And yes, we will. Let's just hope it doesn't end the same way it did in 2006. Very painful, very fun game, but very painful ending. Um, very for me, one of the games in terms of the build up and guys, didn't Bo Schembechler pass like the day before or the day of or something like that? Like it was more than just. I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot going into that game. Yeah, Troy Smith, Ohio State, who was a Heisman Trophy, had a Heisman Trophy winner. You know, on one side of the ball, you had Michigan legends like Mike Hart and Lamar Woodley, Chad Henne, on the other side of the ball. I mean that was that game was one of the biggest and most highly entertaining games in this long storied rivalry. So no, we're definitely going to enjoy the moment, but let's just hope from a Michigan standpoint, we end it with a win this time, and I think it's a good chance we will. I really do. But until Wednesday show, hopefully more news comes out about injuries and how guys are feeling. Um, I know Keegan, one of our tackles, did not play today. I know he got banged up last week versus Rutgers. Um, I didn't anticipate him playing, but he's one of those guys we want to look out for. We definitely know offensive line as healthy as possible and full go. So hopefully there's some good news about him going into this week. If not to play, at least him being on track to play against OSU. The same thing for Mike Morris. Hopefully he is not too banged up, and regardless of how he feels for Illinois, is he on track to play versus Ohio State? So as of now, guys, that's where we stand. Michigan is 10-0. We're the number 3 team in the country, baby. We are right where we want to be. And on Wednesday show, we'll do a breakdown of Illinois and the Fighting Illini. They're coming here to Ann Arbor on a 2-game losing streak. And knowing Desmond, he probably will position this as a trap game, which it technically does meet the criteria for one.